What's up, folks? Captain Mikey coming to you from beautiful Central Florida. That's right, I am not at home. I took a trip a couple hours down south to Central Florida, around the Orlando area. Today I'm on the road. I'm traveling to a new lake that has been on my bucket list for a long time. Got my good buddy Ted Lincoln on his way down, dragging his little boat down just to go fish this lake. We're headed to Johns Lake in Claremont, Florida. I've heard so much good about it. Never been on it though. Never fished it. I've studied every video I can find on YouTube on it and talked to just about everybody I know that does fish it. I've got a few spots to check out already. I armed myself with a little bit of knowledge, but it's still going to be quite a challenge on a new lake, as any new lake usually is. I've heard so many stories about giant fish in Johns Lake, and in continuation for the never-ending hunt for a double-digit bass, this could very well be a great place to start.
2 miles. Keep left onto Florida 429 north.
You heard her. We got the weather, we got the equipment. Let's hope we got the bass. Stay tuned for this, guys. It's Johns Lake in beautiful Central Florida, bassing it up with Ted Lincoln. Beautiful Johns Lake. I can see already the water is very nice and clear. I can see a ton of bait fish swimming around. Little bluegills, little shad, and a whole bunch of small bass, which means there's big bass that made those little bass. I see a whole bunch of grass. I see a bunch of mixed pads. This looks fantastic. When I want to learn something, I go to YouTube. And I found quite a few videos on this lake, gave us a good idea of what to look for. And I don't think we're gonna have far to go before we start finding some Johns Lake bass. We need to keep our eyes open for beds. Roland Martin tells me in January and February in Florida, you should be flipping and punching.
Yeah.
First bass. Yeah, she's not terrible. First one on a speed worm. Holy crap, actually he's pretty nice.
Yeah, one of his big headed ones.
He's a lot nicer than I thought he was. Look at that
Look
guy.
how big his head is compared to his body.
Oh yeah. That's about a 3-pounder. Really on that little speed worm here. So I was bound and determined to get that speed worm to work. Check it out. My first Johns Lake bass, and you know what? That's a beautiful bass. He's gonna be close to 3 pounds, nice and chunky. Right up in the middle of all this grass stuff. That little hole there, he got it. Right on. Skunk is off the boat in a good way. Thanks, buddy. Woo! Whoa! Did you see that? Yeah. He come right back out. Nice. What did he grab that? Oh, on that little rattle trap, huh?
Lipless silent. I just stopped.
Little baby pickerel.
Well, I caught a fish.
Yeah. That's still early yet. We just haven't figured him out. Staying down. That's a bass.
Yeah, my first bass.
Oh, is it out
Yeah.
out here?
Deep.
He's a decent one. That's what I mean. There's all this hydrilla I'm seeing out here. I think there's. I was thinking the same thing. Rip a lipless through it. Isn't that bad?
No.
I mean, the two we only caught 2, but for the 2 we caught, but those are like average.
Been here before?
They're bigger than dinks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never been here before. Just figuring it out. Right on.
Swim jig.
Swim jig?
Yeah.
Oh, and he's off.
Well, proved us wrong.
There are fish here. Wow. That was definitely a fish. There, God damn, twice. Yep, got my tail. Son of a... I think we should try covering this cove a couple times.
Yeah.
There's definitely fish here. There he goes. Oh, he got off. I'm dragging this somewhat slowly across the bottom. Oh! Oh, there we go. Oh, he's off. God. That's what that old guy was saying. They were just grabbing the tail. I guess he was right. That one had some weight to it. There's definitely fish here.
Yeah.
I got strikes on the worm. You got strikes on the jig. We'll see if we can find something a pattern that they're really loving. I wouldn't have thrown this if you didn't get anything on that swim jig.
Yeah.
But that's obviously, they're chasing a moving bait, so. Let's see if the old chatterbait can do something. Yes. Man, it was weird. It was just like solid. All of a sudden, he's decent. He's decent. There he is. The chatterbait. Man, he didn't hit it. I didn't say it was just all of a sudden there was like, I thought it was like dragging a ton of weeds. He wasn't fighting at all. Boom! Ha! That's a staging. That's definitely a staging bass right there. There it is, chatterbait. It's about almost identical to the first one I got. Woo! Chunky, chunky. Pre-spawn bass. Love it. Chatterbait was the way, huh? We were in an area, this whole lake just looks so fishy everywhere. We were so much grass, so much cover, different areas. But I was told by a friend who's fished this lake before to come back here if we think they're staging up. This is the exact spot. We get here and I see this house with this perfectly manicured lawn and very little weed cover. I'm going, this, out of all the amazing fishy looking spots,
The water's not
this is, yeah, the water's muddy back here. This is certainly not where I would have thought to fish. I would never fish here.
that's like 4.
But we lost a couple, we caught one. There's definitely fish here. There is some submerged eelgrass out here, and I think that's really what they're kind of sitting in. And maybe this up there is where they spawn. That's hard bottom. That's why there's not much going on there. You know, when I see a house like that, like I said, they take such good care of their grass. I'm sure they're dumping stuff to get rid of the weeds in the water too. So I don't think we've quite even dialed in on this yet, but there's definitely fish here. Oh, you don't like chatterbaits and stuff like that, but I'm thinking spinnerbait might really be a good key too. Just the way the water's muddy, gold blades, flash it up. They hit your white swim jig, they hit my white and chartreuse chatterbait. They're feeding on something on the surface over there. Some kind of a spinnerbait with flashy willow blades or something. I think might work real well.
I definitely bring my spearmates more when I'm in the boat with me.
Yeah. You gonna try the spinnerbait? Why not?
Think about it. Got one.
What's that on?
Spinnerbait.
Oh, the spinnerbait. Oh, he's a nice one.
Yeah. Best one yet today.
Somebody's smart when he said throw a spinnerbait. Oh yeah, he is. Long and skinny, actually.
Yeah, he's real skinny. He thought he was getting a whole school of fish today.
Beauty. You want me to help you out with that?
Probably spawned out. I got it.
Oh man, she is spawned out. That was a 5-pounder. That was a 5-pounder last week.
At least 2 weeks ago.
Wow, look at the bucket on her.
Yeah, look at the tails all beat up.
Yeah, yeah. There it is. That's what John's Lake's all about, I guess. Spinnerbait, huh?
I gotta document it. It's so rare that I throw one.
Yeah. Beauty, definitely beauty. Yeah, she's so skinny, but she would have been a 5-pounder.
Yeah. It works, I guess.
Yeah. Spinnerbaits, man, they're deadly.
Throw any color spinnerbait as long as it's white.
Any color as long as it's white.
Well, I don't think we're doing bad for newcomers to a lake we've never even seen before.
Yeah, never been to this lake before. Studied some maps, watched some YouTube videos. We still haven't really even fished anywhere that we think we saw on YouTube videos, though. Topwater, get him in. Oh, he's barely hooked. Oh, he's bigger than I thought he was. Yes. Ah, man, we've done pretty darn good considering this is a lake neither of us have ever fished before. Studied a couple YouTube videos, asked a couple locals, and I mean, this is like the average fish we caught. Beat up, he's been bedding. Beauty. Absolutely gorgeous. We've literally caught fish on swim jigs, lipless crankbaits, speed worm, chatterbait, spinnerbait, senko, and now topwater.
You got your speed worm ripped.
Yeah, I think I said speed worm. I don't even know. It really doesn't matter. We've caught a lot of fish today. Unfortunately, not everything ended up on video. We had quite a few hits that we didn't actually land the fish to. I actually had a big hit I wasn't recording, punching, which I never do. We were flipping back in some shallow stuff. I got to see the fish. It was about a 3-pounder, he thinks. Another decent fish back here. This is just pretty awesome, man. But as you can see, guys, the sun is starting to go down. We don't have a lot of sun left, which is the magic hour. I don't care where you are, what part of the country you are, what time of year it is. That last 20 minutes of sun or so, throw topwater. Just grab some topwater and throw it. Literally any time of the year. Magic hour is topwater hour. This has been a fun day, Ted.
Yeah.
Thank you for bringing your boat all the way down from the far reaches of northern Florida. I definitely want to come back to this lake again sometime. See all this hydrilla down here. That's where he was sitting in. Got one? Yeah, buddy. What's that on the gunfish?
Yeah.
Nice.
Not bad.
Is it a good one?
Yeah.
It's fighting good.
Oh, he's off.
Oh no. He was fighting pretty good.
That was a good one. Dang.
I'm impressed with this lake. Like we haven't caught a dink yet.
Yeah.
Like our smallest ones were still on most other lakes. We'd be like, oh, that's a decent one. Well, I was gonna try to do a sign off, but them airboats on a lake that has no marsh. It's actually quite deep everywhere we go here. lot of call for an airboat. Oh yeah, lovely. I think he heard me. Guy's literally driving on the shore because he has nowhere to use his airboat. That's what we call a Googan. Where's Mikey Balls when you need him? Well, we had a great day out here. I don't think there was a lure that caught multiple fish. We caught every fish on a different lure. On a lake that we've never been on before. That's pretty cool. This is an excellent fishery, and I can't wait to come back. But one of the things that stood out to me most about this lake was the size of the fish. Every fish we caught was of good size. Very healthy, very healthy. The hunt for a double-digit bass continues. We didn't get it today, but we did find another area, another lake, where we think we can definitely find one. Use the knowledge that you think you have, watch YouTube videos, study navionics, study Google Earth, and ask the locals. But more importantly, rely on yourself and the confidence in yourself and how to fish the waters that are ahead of you. We use the same lures and the same tricks we'd use just about anywhere else. But we had confidence in them, and that's how we found success all together. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you learned a little something. If you did, make sure you smash the heck out of that like button, and leave a comment for me on anything else you'd like to see us film out here. I'll do my very best to make a video out of each and every one of those. But most importantly, subscribe to the channel. And if you already subscribed, well, stay subscribed, because there's plenty more coming in SawGrassBassin's future. One last time from wicked Johns Lake in Central Florida, I'm Captain Mikey, signing out. The future is bright. You keep those lines tight.